Hey, it's Rafael here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how my student Johnny went from zero to over $50,000 in a single month in just 3 months. An insane case study interview that you're going to love, and how to do it exactly for yourself. He's going to give you advice directly from Johnny. You're going to hear it directly from him on how you can take your store to the same level just like he has. Let's go. Like I said, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to take your store to over $50,000 per month with the help of my student Johnny. But before we start, I want to invite you to an exclusive 5-day live training event. For 5 days, for 1 hour per day live for free directly with me, I will teach you every single thing that I know about e-commerce and how to automate your e-commerce business to scale it up to $10,000 a month consistently, $2,000 a day, and even more than that. If you want to join me on May 4th, 2020, we'll be there for 5 days, every single day live. Join me on that first link in the description. We're going to do it here on YouTube. Click that first link down in the description to join the training. And also for a little giveaway, if you want to win a guide on how to scale your store from $0 to $10,000 per day, make sure to comment down below automate, subscribe with that notification button, that like button, and I'll pick a winner from this video. All right, what is up, guys? I'm here with one of my most successful students, Johnny, who just crossed his first $50,000 month with his Shopify store. Just absolutely mind-blowing, insane. Before you were struggling to just get sales, get to your first $100 day, your first $1,000 day. Now you're doing that with ease, and you just crossed 50K in a month. Now in March, even during a pandemic, even during the whole world is in crisis. So I want to let you talk a little bit about your background, what you've been doing before, how you were before you met me and my program and my system, and then what you're doing now. What's the difference between the two? And I'll leave it to you.
Yeah, so before I did this whole dropshipping thing, I had a job. I had a job at a beef packing plant. So I was just working at a plant making like 2,400 a month, really. So I was just looking ways on how to make money online, and then I just stumbled across you guys in dropshipping, and I was just interested in doing it. So yeah, and then I just got on a one-on-one call with one of you guys on your team, and then we got to talking, and I just started putting all my effort into this thing, and it's paying off. It's really paying off. I make my profit. I make what I make at my old job in like 2 days. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. I don't know. I'm like speechless about it still.
Yeah, if you could just, do you have your sales on I have your screenshot here that you sent me, but do you have your Shopify that you could flash it there? Just because we always say these big numbers and people don't actually trust them. You don't have to show the product or anything. It's just after picture, but yeah.
Here's what we crossed this month. I don't know if you can see. Is it like flipped?
Yeah, 50K.
Yeah.
50,000 this month. Amazing.
Yep. Crazy, man. Crazy stuff.
And let me know a little bit about, because right now most people that are watching this are likely thinking, what's going to take me to that $50,000 a month? Because in your case, it was actually finding somebody that would run your Facebook ads extremely profitably and would help you scale. So how did you go about finding that person that would run the Facebook ads for you? And what would you recommend people that are looking for that step above and changing their current situation?
Well, for me, in my case, was like you said, finding somebody. I actually found them in our private group. Esther, I think you did an interview with her or mentioned her. Yeah, she recommended him. But I would recommend anybody that's really like trying to get these numbers is really look for somebody to do your ads for you, or just to manage your ads, so you could learn as well. Because how I look at it is if you're not good at something, you might as well just get somebody else that's like a professional at it, you know what I mean? And learn from that guy or him or her. That's what I would recommend to anybody. Just build a team of solid people that you struggle with, that could go for like designing logos or like ads, product page building, stuff like that.
And what's the, let's say, the relationship like? What's the relationship like with that person? So let's say on a daily basis, how much do they actually work on your ads? How much do you put in? How does it work there?
Muhammad, he takes care of my ads, dude. I look at what he does like every day whenever he does make changes because I get emails about it. So I'll just go and look and see. But he usually just takes care of all my ads. He's on there like all the time. He monitors that stuff like closely every day.
That's awesome. And in terms of, for example, let's say the product that took you to 50K, because I know right now, the situation in China, it's terrible and all the shipping, but I know you're shipping from within the US. You're actually using ShipBob to ship within the US.
Well,
Yeah.
not yet. I'm not using ShipBob yet, but we're working on that. We already got a bulk order going, but right now we're using like aliexpress, which is, it's relatively fast. And right now we're kind of just taking advantage of the virus. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody, but what I'm doing is we're kind of blaming it on the virus. Like, hey, uh, shipping is going to take a little bit, so expect some delays. And I always remind my customers of that. I have like a thank you email sequence going. So whenever somebody buys, I usually put like in big bold letters in the thank you email, hey, this pandemic is going on. Please expect some delays. There might be delays out of our control. So just expect that. And most customers always understand that. So they don't have a problem with that.
Gotcha. And the product that you're currently selling, or let's say the main bestseller, how did you go? You don't have to reveal anything here, but how did you go about, for example, finding it, or did somebody give it to you? Did you find it through your ads guy? Take me through that process.
I actually found it through one of your winning product things that you put on the group. Yeah, that's how I found the product. So I had a general store at first, and then I started testing the products, and I seen that this one was selling. So then I niched down. You know what I mean? I just niched down to a niche store, and that's pretty much how I found the winning product. Also, I did do competitor research on Facebook. When you like type in keywords and look at competitors and what they're doing, I actually did that too. And same with the AliExpress thing that I was talking to you about. Yeah, so those were my like 3 ways of product research and how I found that.
So my winning products actually work.
Yeah.
They actually get results. Okay, that's good to hear. So,
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people, for example, they ask, what would be one thing because you post a lot about mindset, you post a lot about having the right view on everything, because you might be listening to this interview and you might think, well, this guy's talking about things that I already know. Why am I not at 50K like this guy? So talk a little bit about the Johnny that was before you were making good money, or before you took your business to that level, compared to Johnny that you are now. So what was that change in that?
Man, before I don't know, I didn't really believe in like having a team. I thought that I could do everything by myself, but then I realized that you can't, dude. You can't just like, you know what I mean? You can't teach everything. You can't do everything by yourself because it's just so overwhelming. You know what I mean? And it's like, damn, like it's just overwhelming. But then I started reading Robert Kiyosaki's books. I posted it in the group about Rich Dad Poor Dad. And what he would explain is, you know what I mean? You need to hire people that's their profession. If you're not good at it, you might as well just hire somebody, waste a couple bucks to hire someone. You know what I mean? And just build a team. Like I said, just build a team of solid people that could do what you can't do, and then you could learn from them. And then eventually you'll be able to do it by yourself. Because before then, I thought that I could do all this by myself, but I really can't. It's really overwhelming. And you can later on. It just takes time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So first of all, learning that you got to treat it more like a company instead of a hustle. So
Yes.
it's a real business instead of just grinding out to get a sale. And then, so right now let's say once you start to that point where you're getting a lot of sales, how do you structure, let's say, your customer service? How do you actually scale
profitably without having it all burn down super fast. So what's your business structure right now that you're taking care of?
Well, right now I actually have a VA that does all my customer service. So I don't really handle. I mean, I do handle customer service. I'm talking to her daily, and I mean, I just have a VA handling customer service. And customer service, you got to stay on top of it right now, especially right now with this pandemic going on, because people email. They're like, "Hey, what's going on? This and that." But I have my VA take care of everything.
Cool.
That's how I automate everything.
Awesome. And in terms of the actual ads, what would you recommend somebody that's, not, let's say they hired someone to do their ads and that person is kind of slacking off, they're struggling. When do you think somebody should consider a new person, or take me through the process of the person that you actually hired? Were they really good off the bat? Was it a learning process where you got better every time? Or was it just that guy was just absolutely killing it from the beginning? So maybe someone watching like hired somebody, they're not that good. What should they do?
Well, I would just, if you hired somebody and they're not that good, you think that they're not that good, I would just, don't be scared to try different people out. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to try to hire new people and try them out, because I mean, my guy, he was just killing it from the beginning, dude. He knew what he was doing, you know what I mean? It just all comes from experience. He had a lot of experience. He had 6-figure stores that he was doing for people. And I would focus on trying to get somebody that takes in like limited clients, you know what I mean? Not somebody that takes everybody in. Just somebody that limits their clients to like 4 or 5 people, that really focuses on one-on-one, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So it basically puts more effort, but on less people.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So they have more focus on you and whatever else they're doing. So they're not too busy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's some people that are just like, for example, on Upwork, that happens a lot. They have 100 different clients that they're working for,
Yeah.
and they just don't focus on any of them.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms of pricing, so how are you pricing the structure with him? Because you're obviously at a level where now you can even do like profit exchange or revenue sharing. How would you recommend somebody structure it? How did you do it to get the freelancer motivated to do it, but also not hurt your cash too much?
Well, my guy already had like his set price on it for everyone. He already had his set. I mean, I pay him about every 10K profit. I pay him about like 20% of it, so it's like 2,000. So that's not bad, you know what I mean? I don't mind paying somebody that much, because I mean they're making me money, so you know what I mean? You got to treat them good too. You can't be greedy with it. You can't be scared to spend money, dude. You just can't. Not in this, you know what I mean? Not in this industry. You cannot be greedy.
Gotcha. Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, a profit model or profit sharing model, I think it motivates the person a lot to actually get you results. So if he makes you 100K profit, then that's a 20K profit for him without all the other stuff that you need to do with the business.
Yeah, definitely.
He's just doing the ads. So it definitely is something that obviously he's the one making you money. So it's a nice scenario where you find somebody that makes you your money, but they're also motivated because that's all they have to do is just make you your money. So it creates a very nice feedback loop.
Yeah, and I don't mind, paying, because I mean, like I said, you can't be greedy.
Gotcha. Okay, so now you've shared basically the story on how you get to 50,000 a month. Was following products or choosing a product that was already proven, which I give out on the channel on YouTube. I give out for free, so you don't necessarily have to get it for private. Then you found somebody to do your ads. You're in a profit sharing model, so that person is motivated to actually make you money, and then they get the money. And you found them through just a contact, but you can also find them through other means. Now, what's the goal past $50,000 in a month? And how are you going to adapt to the current situation in the US? There's a lot of fear, a lot of just misinformation, or people saying, oh, maybe the US just shuts down and the economy shuts down, which is obviously unrealistic. But what's your plan of attack when it comes to adapting?
When it comes to adapting, I'm planning on using a fulfillment service called ShipBob. So, their facilities are at like full capacity right now. I just had a call with them a couple days ago. Yeah, so their facilities are at full capacity right now. That's my plan, as in adapting to the situation as of right now with the pandemic going on. We're gonna ship out bulk orders from over there from China, and using like the fastest shipping like DHL or UPS or whatever. We're gonna order bulk orders to ShipBob, and ShipBob provides like 3 to 7 days shipping in the U.S. as of right now, like today. And today's what, like the 30th? Yeah, today's the 30th. So they're still doing like 3 to 7 day shipping, and they offer express shipping, 2 day shipping, but it just costs a little more. But yeah, that's my plan of attack for now.
And what's the goal past 50K a month? What's now your next frontier?
I'm trying to hit 100,000 a month, like 5K days. We're getting close to that. My biggest day so far was like 4,600, so we're like really close to that.
That's amazing, dude. Because people usually talk about, I want to make 10K a day, but to actually see it on your dashboard is just another level. So
it's another feeling, dude. It's a good feeling. You wake up in the morning, you already got like 2,000 in sales. It's crazy.
That's yeah, and it's also a good lesson. Like, for example, somebody that's working at a plant, not really that much. You don't have a marketing degree. You're not working on Shopify for the past 5 years, stuff like that. So it's extremely inspiring. I see, as somebody that's watching this video, that they think, I can do it myself, if this guy can do it. And maybe you're a little bit smarter than them or something, but it's just the same type of person, and they can also do it. So just have to leverage somebody else's skill.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your last piece of advice before we finish up here to somebody that is kind of struggling with their store and actually wants to get results? What would you tell that person?
I would tell them, hold down a job, dude. Hold down a job. Use the income from a job right now to fund your business. And I know a lot of people are getting laid off. I mean, I was one of them. I know a lot of people are getting laid off. But if you still have a job, you are blessed, dude. Let me tell you, because you could use your checks every week, 2 weeks, every month, whatever, to just have the extra cash flow for your business. Because I see a lot of people coming in here with like $500 and they think they're gonna make 50,000 in a month. It's just not realistic. I mean, you can, it's possible. But I would just recommend having a job and using that extra cash flow to fund your business. So that way you could pay people to make your logos, for example, pay people to do your ads. You know what I mean? So you could just use your cash flow from your job to pay for those people, so it doesn't come in between your profit from the profit that you're doing from the store.
Gotcha. So being very realistic when it comes to money. Just having enough money to fund it, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a great advice. Well, thank you, Johnny. Congratulations again on your $50,000 a month, and I'll be seeing a lot of you from the group. I really hope you hit that 100K. We're going to hit it in the next 3 months for sure.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you for being on here, and thank you for motivating the people here. Thanks, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
All right. Thank you for watching that amazing interview with Johnny, one of my most successful students. If you want to become a student just like him and you want to join me live for 5 days straight, 1 hour per day for 5 days, we're going to get started May 4th, 2020. I know it's more than a month away, but I want to be prepared for that. I want to know if you're interested. Click that first link down in the description. And if you want to book a free call with either me or somebody in my team to see how we can help you and build out the right strategy, click that second link in the description to schedule your free discovery call. If you want to watch another student case study from 0 to 50,000 per day, click the video that's right there. Video that's right there, how Albert, one of my other students, got to $55,000 per month on a Shopify store, and how you can do it yourself and replicate his strategy. Make sure to comment, automate down below, subscribe, hit that notification button, that like button, and I will see you on the next one.